Listen up, stop what you're doing. This isn't just another week on Wall Street, this is a make or break, hold your breath, edge of your seat kind of week. The kind of week where fortunes can be made or lost based on a single sentence from the right person. We've got a convergence of massive events hitting all at once, and you, the home gamer, need to be prepared. This isn't the time to be sleeping at the switch. No, sir. This is the time to be wide awake, watching, and ready to make your move. The market is coiled like a spring, and the events of the next 5 days could decide which way it bounces. Booyah! So, what's on the docket? Alright, let's talk about Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It's not just a pretty place with mountains. No, once a year it becomes the center of the financial universe. The Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City hosts its annual economic symposium there. Think of it as a summit for the world's most powerful central bankers, economists, and financial gurus. They all gather to talk about the big issues facing the global economy. This isn't some boring academic conference. What's said in those meeting rooms can set the tone for the market for months, even years to come. It's a big deal. A very, very big deal. These folks aren't just sipping coffee and enjoying the view, they are debating the future of money. They're talking about inflation, unemployment, and global growth. The market hangs on every word. The main event at Jackson Hole is always the speech from the Federal Reserve Chair. And right now, that means one man, Jerome Powell. On Friday, he will step up to the podium, and the entire world will go silent to listen. This isn't just another press conference, this is the press conference. His words have the power to move trillions of dollars in an instant. He's the quarterback of the United States economy, and on Friday he's going to tell us the next play. Wall Street will be dissecting every single word, every pause, every inflection in his voice. It's the moment of truth. So what are we hoping to hear? The market is desperate for clarity. We want to know what the Fed is thinking about inflation. Is it still a monster we need to slay, or is it finally back in its cage? We need to know their plan for interest rates. Are more hikes coming? Are they going to hold steady? Investors are looking for a Powell pivot, a sign that the Fed might soon shift from fighting inflation to supporting economic growth. A dovish signal could light a fire under this market. On the flip side, what are we afraid of hearing? The nightmare scenario is a hawkish Powell. While all eyes are on the Fed, don't forget that this is also a huge week for corporate earnings. This is where we hear directly from the companies themselves. It's their report card. Are they making money? Are their sales growing? What do they see coming down the pike? First up, we've got some retail titans. Think about a company like Big Box Retailer Inc. Their earnings tell us everything about the American consumer. Are people still spending money on gadgets, clothes, and home goods, or are they pulling back because of inflation? Then we have a major tech player, CloudForce Corp. They tell us about business spending. Are companies still investing in software and technology to become more efficient? We also have an industrial bellwether, Global Motors, reporting this week. Their numbers give us a window into the manufacturing sector and the global supply chain. So, what do you watch for? Don't just look at the earnings per share and revenue numbers. Listen to the conference call. What is the CEO saying? What is their guidance for the next quarter? That's where the real gold is. Are they confident, worried? Are they talking about cutting costs, or are they talking about expansion? So how do we tie all this together? It's simple. We have two major forces at play this week: monetary policy from the Fed and real-world business, results from corporate earnings. Think of it like a weather forecast. The Jackson Hole Symposium is the satellite view, showing us the big storm systems moving across the map. The earnings reports are the local weather stations on the ground, telling us if it's actually raining in our neighborhood. This week could create some serious volatility. That's a fancy word for big market swings both up and down. A dovish message from Powell combined with strong earnings could send the S&P 500 screaming higher. That's the dream scenario. But a hawkish Powell paired with weak corporate guidance could trigger a sell-off. That's the storm we need to be ready for. The key is not to panic. The key is to be informed and have a plan. Know what you own and why you own it. Don't let the day-to-day noise shake you out of good long-term positions. My advice? Stay alert. Read the headlines, but don't overreact to them. Watch Powell's speech on Friday. See how the market digests it. Ultimately, remember this: you are the CEO of your own portfolio. These events are giving you critical data to make better decisions. Don't let the complexity scare you. It boils down to this: is the economic environment getting better or worse for the companies you own? The answers will come this week from the mountains of Wyoming and the conference calls of corporate America. Watch, listen, learn, and then, when you're ready, act with confidence. Now go out there and do your homework. there's money to be made. Booyah.